Alright, so last episode we started off by taking on Aston Villa in the Champions League quarterfinals, which we absolutely decimated them in the first leg. As you can see, we picked up a 3-0 lead going into the half time, and Messi in this game was just playing incredible as he's been playing all season long, playing a lead pass set into Moise Kean to make it 3-0. We simmed it and got a 3-1 victory over into Nottingham at the Champions League. After that, we took on Inter in the league, but we started off very quickly again, scored an early goal, and we did the exact same thing to Inter Milan. As you can see, Garnacho cutting in and getting a goal there for himself. And we absolutely decimated Inter, picking up a 2-1 victory overall. Then we took on Real Madrid in the Champions League with Noah Lang here, with a very, very cold finish there. Takes it down, finesses it into the back of the net. And we did the exact same thing to them, showing that we are the best team in the world currently, with Messi blasting the back of the net to score against Real Madrid to knock them out of the Champions League. Then back in the league, we took on Parma. And again, the result didn't matter. All that matters at the end of the game, we did lift the league title, as we have been dominating the league, and we are like 20 points clear at the top of the table. But as you can see, we absolutely put the sword through Parma with De Bruyne scored a fantastic goal there late on, just to wrap it up and see himself lift the Scudetto title for a second season in a row. We are crowned champions of Italy. Let's get into the series final and hopefully win the Coppa Italia and the Champions League. And the first game of the two games we're going to play in today's episode will be the first one in the Coppa Italia here. At home, we're going to play the final in our home stadium, which is actually insane to think about. But we're going to get into this one, though, up against Torino. So you're not the best team in the world, but they've had a pretty decent season. And they're currently fifth in the league and obviously made it all the way through to the Coppa Italia final. And next game we're going to play is the Champions League final, which we'll get into after this one. Let's get into this one and hopefully see Bianconero made a captain for this game, as his performances throughout this whole series have been unbelievable, and he deserves to lift the trophy as captain, so he's going to do so here. And let's get into this one and hopefully start the episode off with a Coppa Italia win for a second season in a row. Messi here early on in this game. Can we get a quick start? As you saw last episode, we did quite a lot of those. De Bruyne. It's going to be Pinnacle, play it back into Messi, but Veltman intercepts. In the final game, 11 players professional football because he's retiring at the end of the season. And we could send him out on the biggest high possible, winning a quadruple here at Napoli. And obviously, if he wasn't retiring, he would win the Ballon d'Or next season most likely. Here is Leo Messi. And Messi is retiring at the end of the season, but he's been our best player this whole series. Like, well, not a whole series, but this whole season. Maybe the whole series, I don't know. It's a hard one to call between him, like Neres, who was insane, De Bruyne, Moise Kean. So we've had so many great players. Even Alex Moretti goal has been unbelievable for us. But Moise Kean gets the assist once again for Messi. He's been getting a bunch of assists due to goals by Messi and the other way around as well. But Messi here scores to make it 1-0 and puts us ahead in the Coppa Italia final, which could be a very easy win for us against Torino. I recommend you go check that pack up in that if it's not already up. And Noah Lang here, back post, looking for Messi. I'm going to be so sad today Messi's not in FIFA, man. It's going to be a sad day when Ronaldo and Messi aren't in FIFA. Genuinely, because I just love using Messi, man. Is one of my, just something about me with Messi. For all the years, I've just been so good at using Messi. I just understand how to use him. Even to this day, he's got no pace these days, but his dribbling, his passing, his shooting, it's just God tier. He's only 84 rated, 38 or 39 years of age right now in the game. And he's got a brace inside 20 minutes against Torino in the Coppa Italia final. And he's our top goal scorer and maybe top assister in this season. And would be winning the Ballon d'Or, like I mentioned, if it wasn't for him retiring in the next season. If he retires, I think they won't win the Ballon d'Or. I'm not too sure. It's a very rare occasion where that happens, but I've not seen it happen. But here's Noah Lang with the finesse. Noah Lang wide of the post, unfortunately for us there. Right, so De Bruyne. No, let's feed that through to Moise Kean to make it 3-0. Moise Kean, the keeper should have saved that one. I wanted the first time though driven into the far corner, but it works out anyway. This team is unbelievable. It's honestly just genuinely one of the best teams I've used in Career Mode. I've been saying that about the past couple of teams that I've used, but it's not a higher rated team. Our highest rated player is De Bruyne or Van Dijk, 88 rated, two old players in the team. But it's just he just plays so well. I've just got to a point in this game where the play style that I do and the tactics that I use, and obviously the 4-2-1-3 and the players that I use in those positions, I just understand this game. And in Career Mode, you're rewarded for understanding how to play the game. And Ultimate Team is a different story. But in Career Mode, if you know how to defend and attack, you're rewarded by games like this where you absolutely dominate your opponents, on the attack. Trying to get ourselves back into this one, trying to claw back a 3-goal deficit. But we're defending like nothing, Di Lorenzo. It's very unlikely they're going to do so. And that is classically a Messi, but the keeper makes a save. Well, here he is again, Leo Messi. That's 4-0 surely, that's 4-0, there we go. That's a hat-trick secured in the Coppa Italia final by a 38-year-old Lionel Messi. It's sad that I'm not going to get to see him lift the Ballon d'Or at the end of the season, man, or like at the end of the video, because, I mean, we do have players that could lift the Ballon d'Or like Moise Kean or De Bruyne. I mean, mainly Moise Kean, but I would love to see Messi win another Ballon d'Or. Yeah, I mean, that would be sick to end the series with, because we all got a sim to November and maybe see one of our players win the Ballon d'Or this season, because we did get robbed of it last season, as we got knocked out of the Champions League semi-finals by Man City. But De Bruyne had like 26 goals or something like that, and like 17 assists or whatever it was, something like that, like insane numbers, and he somehow didn't get a Ballon d'Or, and it was won by Vinicius Junior because they won the Champions League in Real Madrid. But obviously, since we knocked Real Madrid out of the Champions League this season, we are most likely going to go on to win it. We should get one of our players lifting the Ballon d'Or. Ivan Zapata, miraculous save. Here is Diop, the Frenchman, I believe. Ball whipped in. Di Lorenzo, good header. Here is Castro. Great ball inside it to Ivan Zapata. And that's going to be a block there by Bianconeri to save us there from conceding. Well, Torino in the second half have been, well, they've been in the game. Well, it's too little too late for them because they are, 4-0 down. Not Moise Kean shoots, but that's going to be wide to the post, but it doesn't matter in the end. We get a 4-0 victory, a hat-trick from Messi, and the Coppa Italia is returning back to Naples. It's winning Naples for a second season in a row. We are crowned champions of the Coppa Italia and win the domestic treble this season. Obviously, we've won the Super Coppa, the league title, and also the Coppa Italia here. And our next game we're going to get to after the trophy lift is obviously the Champions League. We're hoping to see that man, Lionel Messi, lift the Champions League one more time in his career. Obviously, he did lift the league title. What trophy did he win? Lift. I think we're giving Messi the Champions League. De Bruyne lifted the league. Bianconeri here is lifting the Coppa Italia due to the performances that he's put in throughout this whole series. He's such a great centre back in this game, by the way. I recommend you use him. If you're not using him in Career Mode, I recommend you test him out. He is unbelievable at centre back. And also Frank Garcia at left back, by the way. I mean, everyone in this team, I recommend you try out all these players in the Career Mode, especially some of the kind of players like Matarali, your Bianconeri, your Frank Garcia. He's not the most mainstream players, but not like players that are like hidden gems, basically, kind of just players that are kind of in the middle of that area. But we win the Coppa Italia here, 4-0 against Torino. Let's get into the Champions League and hopefully see ourselves lift the Champions League with that man Lionel Messi lifting it one final time in his career to go out on the highest level possible. Alright, so here we're the final game of the series and the final professional game in the career of Lionel Messi in this series as well. So retiring at the end of the season, looking to go out on the biggest stage possible, lifting the Champions League here at Old Trafford. The stadium is actually, did he win it in Old Trafford at one point? I'm not too sure. I know he did score against obviously Man United to knock them out of the Champions League at one point, but he may have won it against Man United if I'm not mistaken, or knocked them out. I'm not too sure which one it is, but he did do something at Old Trafford in his career at some point. But as you can see, the team's looking incredible going into this game. Let's just jump straight into it against Atletico Madrid and hopefully see ourselves lift the Champions League like we couldn't do last season, and hopefully do this season to end the series off in the best way possible. Alright, so looking at the Atletico Madrid team we are facing, also got the new signings in their team IRL in the squad, the likes of David Hansko, Ruggieri at left back, and also Alex Baena in their team. It's an interesting looking Atletico Madrid team. Not the best team we've faced in this series, but not the worst team we've faced. And it should be a good challenge for us to get into this one and hopefully see us lift the Champions League into this 90 minutes here. Let's get my face also as long. I can tell you that for free already. Tonali good defending there. And they're going to play, looks like very high pressing football, which means I've got like a millisecond to play a pass. And they're going to be playing this for the whole 90 minutes, and they're never going to get tired because obviously that's the way it works with AI in this game. But here we go, Messi. Straightforward Messi, the score. in the Champions League final once again. He puts us ahead. His final game as a professional player. He'll be retiring at the end of this, end of the season. And the ball played through by Moise Kean. They're trying to test the method. And Messi puts us ahead against Atletico Madrid, a team that has scored plenty of goals against in his career. And that might be the biggest one, or most meaningful one of his career if he does end this game in a Champions League winner. See, the most meaningful one will probably be in the World Cup, winning the World Cup for Argentina. But, this will be big, obviously, in his final game, scoring in the Champions League final to prove that he could probably still go for another 3 or 4 years, which again wasn't forcing him to retire. There you go, Alex Baena. Oh, it's done more there. Conor Gallagher hits it, and Moret makes the save, and that does not go out of play apparently, and it bounces back into Moret's hands. Okay, we'll make it 2-0. The better for us it is, obviously, but also with the way Atletico Madrid play. Messi. Good that from you, Messi. Just trying to open space for a shot, but couldn't do so. Noah Lang. Bruin. Oh, that was meant for Moise fucking Kean, man. He's literally directly in front of him. How's he? This game. Alvarez hits it, blocked though by Fran Garcia before it could even get ahead of him. How has that worked against me? Van Dijk, thank you. Oh my god, of course. No. Alvarez. No, he's got to score. Lookman. The second Van Dijk did that thing where he tried turn around with a player and they just forget how to move their body. I just knew I was going to concede at that point. Then that there with Van Dijk sliding completely out of the way. Julian Alvarez, good defending there from him against Tonali, and O'Reilly doing more there to work together to get the ball. Great one there by Moise Kean. But he's somehow not going to get to the ball because Llorente is going to get there before him. Dances his way through this Atletico Madrid team one last time. Finesse shot from Messi. Oh, Black makes a good save. Julian Alvarez shoots. Moret, good save. Okay, on the counter. Here we go. Moise Kean. Go on, Messi. Hit it from Messi, please. Okay, it's going to have to be Moise Kean. And Moise Kean, never in doubt. I think Messi would have made the run there forward, but it would have been detrimental to us to wait for him. And Moise Kean bags it to make it 2-1. And puts us back ahead in the Champions League final here. But Atletico Madrid, they're going to score again. I'm going to tell you that for free, they're going to score again. I can see it coming. It's one of those games where it's going to go to penalties. I can tell you that. It's going to either go to extra time or penalties, but Moise Kean does great there. There's Baena. Oh, he's done more there, Baena. But the shot, not the best from him. Definitely, that's actually worked. Oh my god, that actually worked. Oh my god, I've just cooked. Moise Kean. Oh, I just tried to catch up Black off guard. He was a little bit off his line there, so I thought I'd try it. It's a great play there by Adam Malotman to find out it's Baena. Here's the more there. Ruggieri, the left back, has gone forward, and thankfully denies his fellow Italian there. Trying to get the ball forward for them for one last attempt to get themselves back level to ruin it for us. And Riley could steal. We get the ball to Messi, and there we go. A goal from Messi and a goal from Moise Kean and a big save by Alex Moret sees us win the Champions League. And Messi is going to go out not only a goal scorer in the final, but getting to lift a title as well. Let's cut to the trophy lift and see Lionel Messi lift another Champions League in his career. And well, after the trophy lift, they're going to look into the stats of the players and also sim to November and see if any of our players do win a Ballon d'Or. If not, I'll do an outro, obviously in the menu after this, as usual. But Messi here for I'm not sure how many times he's won it in his career, but many, many times he's now going to lift a final Champions League. He's going to end his career a World Cup winner and many, many other trophies along the way. Would be one final Ballon d'Or if it wasn't retiring, but I don't think he's going to get it next season. I would love to see the game actually give it to him. It would be nice to see that, but I don't think they will. But Messi in his final game here, scores and lifts the Champions League. Let's see one final trophy before we cut to the menu and see the stats. Let's check out the players performed in this incredible quadruple winning season. And will Messi one final time here celebrate with a trophy in his hands. And well, what a way to end it for Lionel Messi, and what a way to end the series here with a fairy tale ending for not only Messi, but for us. And well, as you can see by the stats here, Messi may be 38 and 84 rated in the game, but he's got 32 goals and 10 assists this season, which is why I said he would win the Ballon d'Or if he wasn't retiring at the end of the season. Moise Kean with 20 and 18, so he might win the Ballon d'Or if it doesn't screw him over by his rating not being the highest. He should still win the Ballon d'Or though. Noah Lang with 20 and 9 as well. He kind of had like a sleeper season, to be fair. Like, it would be one that if you watch the whole episodes, you would see him score a bunch of goals and get assists, but you wouldn't expect it to be this high. With 29 goal involvements in 41 games, he played great. I see the brother this season only with 16 goal contributions, but he was out injured for 3 months, so that's why he hasn't played as many games, and that's why he's not got as many goals or assists for himself. But, you know, we let him off because obviously last season he was incredible for us, and this season he's been incredible for us as well. But yeah, the team's been playing incredible, and I would have went out here real quickly if we don't end up winning the Ballon d'Or with any of our players. Obviously Messi should be winning it, but he's going to retire, so I don't think he's going to get to lift, as you can see, retiring at the end of the season. And well, it's cut to either the outro of me here in the menu talking about the outro here, or the Ballon d'Or ceremony here in a second. Right, so we are actually going to get the Ballon d'Or ceremony for one of our players winning. It's most likely going to be Moise Kean. It is going to be Moise Kean. Like I mentioned, with Messi retiring, it's going to go to Moise Kean. Obviously, the great season as well. He does deserve it ahead of Vinicius and Bukayo Saka there. Vinicius did rob us of a Ballon d'Or last season for De Bruyne, so it's great to see us get ahead of him for this one when Moise Kean lifted it. But as always, got to enjoy the series, drop a like and subscribe for more content. And next series one most likely will be with Real Madrid. Also check out the Ultimate Team content I've been posting recently with some pack openings. There should be one either out tomorrow or been out the day before this one. But as always, like I mentioned, drop a like and subscribe if you want to see more content. And as always, thank you for watching, and goodbye.